It's Wednesday the 25th, early doors, just out looking at some wheats. You know, they've turned colour. I mentioned last time they've turned colour very well on some of this less than good land. It's got a bit more body about it than some of the blowaway sands in this area. I'm sort of towards Seaton Ross, Pocklington area of Yorkshire. The wheats have picked up very well, and I'm very pleased. Coming back last Friday from further north over the Wolds, just happened to stop and sneak into some of the crops that from the roadside I've passed. As you do, you tend to pass go the same way. And looking at those crops, they look pretty good. But then when you get into them, they are extremely thin, and that just leads me to believe that during this long dry spell we've actually lost a fair number of tillers, and that I can't help feel that is going to reflect in final yield. You can't lose that many tillers without losing yield. Just speaking to somebody this morning earlier on, and they were saying that they're seeing the same thing. But you know, if we get any appreciable rain now, some of these very weak tillers down below could be promoted, and the consequences of that at harvest is that if that more nitrogen's taken in late, are those tillers going to survive? Are they going to be nothing but a bloody nuisance come harvest time? Still be green, ears about half an inch long. My view is that there will be, in quite a lot of places, if we do get that rain, which will produce that unevenness, then there could well be a fairly high degree of pressure on pre-harvest glyphosate, just to finish those crops off and make sure that for ease of combining, those silly poor tillers are dealt with fairly strongly. But we'll wait and see on that one. You try and think ahead, but you can easily be made to feel look a fool if the weather doesn't do what you think it might do. Just nature has a habit of kicking back, and in my opinion we can't go through this dry spell for much longer. Of course the rain will come when we don't want it. That's what will happen. That's what everybody's tending to think. But some of these wheats are pretty good. I did pull some plants up last week and we had a look at them on camera. This is the same field, so it's always nice to see a progression. This is from the same field. We're now at late boot stage, if you like. The ears emerging. We still are maintaining that green leaf all the way down to the bottom, but there's a good point in case. It's probably a tiller that isn't going to survive, but if I raise that plant, you'll see that tiller there, which is a complete waste of time. That one will die anyway, I'm pretty convinced of that. It's not one that's going to survive at all. But some of these other ones, that one is another point in case, although that one's looked reasonably strong. But you know, if we do get a lot of these tillers, are they going to be maintained? That one probably not, but there are others that will be. What I'm delighted about is the amount of green leaf we're able to maintain on plants like this, just to keep it going, and nutrition's played a major role in that. Just feeding the plant from above in a year like this. And I've seen these effects when the dry spell hasn't been as protracted as we've had, but certainly the nutrition plus conventional chemistry approach works tremendously well in terms of plant health, retaining green leaf area, which of course goes to produce yield anyway. So this is getting very close to a T2 now, and we'll obviously impose more nutrition on that just to keep the plant going.